Good morning, Katie. I am so glad you emailed me back because I didn't want to give anything away, but I definitely wanted to talk about Gatsby. I've got your email pulled up here so that I can just do a message just for you. So, uh, I have Facebook and Instagram. I like Instagram better than Facebook because I find that a lot of times people on Facebook just say really mean things. Excuse the yawn. Like I told you, it's my throat thing. I like Instagram because I can follow like NASA and artists I like and things like that. So that's how I use it, and it's been great to keep in connection with alumni students as well. But so I'm glad you liked Gatsby. I like Gatsby too. I think well, I told you it's my favorite classic. And I agree. I hate Tom. I mean, Tom's such a static character. He never changes. He never gets it. He's just so manipulative, and you just so want him to get his, and the fact that he gets away with everything in the end is just so distressing and still gets Daisy. And I think with Daisy's character, although I really dislike her and her apparent shallowness at times, I also understand that, oh, they're going by and doing one of those honking things right now. My goodness. I understand that, her choices were limited at that time, and Tom could have made it so that she never saw her daughter again. And I agree, I don't understand, what type of mother, excuse me, she is. And it makes you wonder about her own upbringing. Um, they won't stop honking. I'm just not sure I like this drive-by honking things for birthdays. I think it's great to drive by, but I would prefer like no honking. Okay, so back to my thoughts, trying to get back to my thoughts here. So I think Daisy's more complex. I think Jay offers her a way out, and but although he says that he loves her, you almost wonder, like, he's so obsessed with this idea of what it should be, instead of the reality of what it is. So, I don't know if she would have been able to ever live up to Jay's expectations if she had gone with him. Um, it's very hard to forgive her for not being at the funeral. It's very hard to forgive her for stepping away like she does. But it's easier to understand her complexity. Tom's just a jerk. So then the other thing is when you said you weren't expecting when Nick told Gatsby he couldn't turn back the clock, and Gatsby said, "Of course I can." And you're right. Most people say, "Yeah, I know," but Gatsby, remember, he has that thing that Nick describes in the very beginning of the novel that he has this extraordinary gift for hope, and he believes he can. He's so locked in once again to that fantasy of what it could be. And of course we see that, with the repetitive uh, idea of the green light, that elusive green light that he can never quite touch, that he can never quite reach. That symbol of that American dream, of the money, of Daisy, of everything being perfect. It feels so close, but he just can't get it. Yet he continues to hope and believe that he can. So yeah, I totally get why that line would have jumped out at you for sure. Um, the thing with Jordan and Nick, some interesting thoughts about Jordan and Nick, and we can see this in different interpretations of the film, and there's lots of theories about this, is remember that during this time period, if a woman had been, gay, lesbian, she would have had to keep it hidden. And some people theorize that Jordan is gay, that Nick is gay, that Nick has a crush on Gatsby, that Jordan has a crush on Daisy, which is an interesting theory. and that her and Nick are thrown together and that they understand each other because of who they truly are, but they're not really a couple. Then other people say it's just, they're just a couple. But it's interesting, to consider that as one of the themes, one of the interpretations. And so you could go back to the book and you could look at it that way, look at the characters that way, and kind of consider what the relationships are. Or you can consider what you were talking about, that they're bitter, they leave it hanging in the air, and with their relationship, that it goes terribly awry. And I can tell you this, just from my experience, sometimes with people that I have dated, sometimes there's just nothing left to say. It's just you're worn out, you're tired, you've had enough, and there's nothing left to say. And I think that no matter what Jordan and Nick's relationship, it's exactly that bitter what if, that you were talking about. And then you said, I see what you mean now when you were talking about colors in Gatsby. Isn't it cool? I do love how he uses color, yellow, gold, red, all of them. The colors come up and they all are symbolic of something. So definitely consider that, when you think about, when you're analyzing this and thinking about this just on your own to get more, deep into the book, which you obviously have. Go back and look at that and look at the song lyrics. Look at the song lyrics he puts in from songs at the time period and how they give us little, Easter eggs, little keys to what's going on. Anyways, I'm doing okay. I'm in okay spirits. I really miss you guys. I really miss being in the class. It doesn't matter if we're having a good day or a bad day. I still want to be with you guys, and it's okay being at home. It's hard to be creative right now. I'm thinking about you guys. I'm worried about your workloads. I'm, worried about your health and your family's health. And, I'm basically staying inside. I've been out a couple times. Like I go to the grocery store. Um, Miss Close told me to go through John's the other day. I was afraid to. And she's like, no, there were masks and gloves. Go try it. So I did. It was okay. But I rather stay home as much as I possibly can and be safe. And I hope you're being safe. And anytime you want to talk about Gatsby or you want to talk more or just talk to me, I will send you a video. Okay. And what was I going to say about Gatsby? You know, go back and reread the last line of that book and read it out loud. It's a long last line, the one with the born back ceaselessly. I want you to read that line and read it out loud. It's my all-time favorite line of any book. And it's beautiful and it's really, really deep. All right. I will talk to you later. Bye.